Hey everybody, welcome to your reading for the month of May. This is Tammy with Spot On Psychic Readings, and my dogs came in to join you today. This is Chippy from Chippy's channel. Chippy has over 4,500 subscribers. Be sure to check out his channel. The little eye that comes up will take you to it when you're ready. And Sparky, you want to come in too? Sparky is my border collie, and you're stealing his cookies. And he's a registered therapy dog, so the dogs really do help ground the energy, which means you get a more accurate reading. Everybody's energy's grounded and relaxed. Thank you guys, you're really helpful. So I'm just going to clear some energy and we're going to dive in and see what's coming today for you all. I'm going to give you the bird's eye view today, and I hope you enjoy it because you'll be able to see the cards up close and see how the spread goes together. Hey Sagittarius, so let's see what we've got for you. I'm going to be using the Guardian Knight Tarot cards. Let's see if I can actually shuffle these. They're difficult to shuffle. Okay. All right. I gave them a shuffle before I got on here for you too, so let's just see what's coming up. So Sag. The first card up is the Tower, but it's reversed. So, yeah, some big changes, huh? Really big changes. Something that might really shake the ground you are standing on. Okay. Want me to go to the last one? Knight of Wands. In the crossing position, Sag, you might be thinking about moving. There might be new house you're looking at. Maybe some things are feeling very much up in the air at this time for you. What is he, a Wolverine? He's like really guarding his territory there, isn't he? We've got the Eight of Wands on your mind at this time. Now this is really good. You may be waiting on some kind of communication that's going to really lead you on a path of success. And this is a fast moving card. Both of these are actually. A lot of, what do I want to say? A lot of wind beneath your wings at this time, okay? A lot of changes, a lot of communication, maybe a trip. Both of these are movement cards. And it's coming on the heels of something that shakes the foundation of something. And we've got the Moon. So underneath this communication and fast moving stuff, watch out for illusions. And also this can be a timing card. In a month's time you're going to get this communication. I feel like it's going more to that. This Moon can be, again, an illusion, not what it seems to be. See how disappointed that coyote is? Here's the Page of Pentacles. It almost looks like the Page of Tentacles, doesn't it? So there's something here about an octopus too, which is really interesting. This is moving into your past. All right, there's several messages coming through to me clairvoyantly about this card. So give me just a second, because all of these arms going in different directions is like you with like going in too many directions. This is moving into your past position, okay? It's like you've learned a lot about, I want to say, organization. Like, also less is more. I'm feeling like you've learned, like, or you're practicing less is more. Like maybe you were trying to go in too many directions. And now you've latched onto this. Now you're following that one. And I feel like this whole octopus thing is going into the past for you. And it came from learning. It either came from a class you took or just your inner wisdom. Yeah. I feel like you've been going through this period of time where you could barely keep your head above water, you know, on some level, whether it was financial or emotional or whatever it was. Really significant. This really strikes me that these two go together. You know, where you're feeling like something is falling apart, sometimes this can be actual structural things like a broken tree, you know. This can be something broke, something, and look, it's falling on a saw, or either the saw cut it, as you can see there. And these two are connected in a way of feeling out of control. You know, feeling like you're reaching for things you couldn't grab onto, and finally, finally there's that. So let's see where this leads you, Sag. What's coming up in your immediate future? Your immediate future is the Knight of Swords. So again, some more fast-moving energy. Knight of Swords. Also, some sort of message. I'll have to clarify that, okay? I'll get you more details on that. Let's look at the more extended future. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, there's money coming in. So where you latched onto the Pentacles or money there, sort of like your guiding light, holding your head above water, right? Then you went into some faster moving energy, which will clarify, and then your more extended future is the Three of Pentacles. So this is a really good card for new jobs, new careers, more money coming in, and also maybe people you're collaborating with on projects or something like that. A lot of wisdom here. A lot of wisdom. And it's like you're holding this in your mind at this time and protecting it. There's a protection. And there's a little bit of warning in this particular deck of watch out for these wolves. You know, like that song, what is it? The wolves are always at the door. That song by Don Henley, in a New York Minute. And this may go to New York specifically. And in fact, when I see, oh, I got the goosebumps. Whoa. Okay. They're giving me some kind of message here. You know, if we go back to the Twin Towers, the wolf is always at the door. And that, you know what song I'm talking about by Don Henley? The in a New York Minute. Everything can change. Everything can change. And the wolf is always at the door. And look at this guy. And he's protecting the money. There may be something here, guys, and I've gotten some messages recently about this, and this is not usually my lane, so to speak. But I have gotten some messages recently about the financial system looking like it's going to reset, which would go to New York City, stock exchange and things like that, protecting your money. This could be a tower in a different sort of way, like a financial sort of tower. And this could make sense that you're barely keeping your head above water, you're grabbing onto this money, that sort of thing. And again, I'm going to have to clarify this Knight of Swords, but for some of you, well, maybe for all of you, I think this is a message that goes to, it could be about New York. And look at this one, same thing, almost like Twin Towers kind of thing here too. Now, I'm not saying there's going to be another Twin Towers, attack. I'm not talking about that. But I am talking about the tower because it's here, and New York did come up because of this, because I heard the song. And this can be a different type of tower, but they're showing this to us repeatedly here. There's a theme here, Sag. So yeah, so there you go. I don't use these cards very often. I love these cards, but I don't use them very often because they are so big and thick and hard to work with. I'm like, now I remember why I never used this deck, but I'm glad I did because the messages are amazing here. So deep, you know. Three of Swords. This is how other people are seeing you? Why? This is in the views of others. It could be because you've separated from something, you pulled apart from something, because you want to move. Maybe you've just pulled away from your house or your living situation. Yeah, again, I'm going to clarify some of this and see what else we get, Sag, okay? And let's go to hopes and fears. Deep message here today, huh, guys? Hopes and fears, Ace of Wands. Look at that spider web. This makes me think about, and again, we're going to city buildings, you know, with this high-rise stuff. And this web, like internet web, like a web. Also Charlotte, I'm going to say Charlotte, North Carolina comes to mind because of Charlotte's web. They're giving us locations here, guys. And I don't know why this is coming up in the Sagittarius reading, but it is. Here it is. So, because I think this goes bigger than just Sagittarius. I think this is talking about some stuff that's going to happen. You know, what they're showing me mostly is United States, although this doesn't remind me of United States here. This feels different. I'm not sure where, but these are. Okay, I'll see what else comes up. This is in your hopes and fears, and it's a new beginning. Something about a new beginning. Fiery new beginning. You're hoping you're going to get a new beginning. You're also sort of fearing a new beginning, okay? And let's get your final outcome. I don't know, are you finding these cards as fascinating as I am? There are so many messages here. And the final outcome is Eight of Cups, is walking away from something, saying goodbye to something. Where do tigers live? Siberia, right? Siberian tigers. Because they're giving me locations here. You know, I'm going to be doing a course soon on how to read the tarot. And this one is very, very intriguing to me. And I'll be teaching you how to get these messages, you know, how to look at different decks of cards and stuff. And I'm just asking you right now to use your intuition. And where would this be? Siberia, most likely. So there's something here. The final outcome has to do with the location there. But it also, on a personal level, has to do with saying goodbye. Leaving something in the past, okay? All right. Whew. That's a lot, guys, right there. This reading is like really interesting. I'm going to make sure you can see all the cards. There. Okay, so let's clarify. Yeah, let's clarify. All right, first let's clarify the Tower. Actually, I'm going to use this deck. Let's clarify the Tower. Tower for Sagittarius. You know what? I'm changing. I'm going to use these old world cards instead. All right. The Tower for Sag. You can always hold your finger down on the phone to speed it up if you want to speed through my shuffling, okay? Tower for Sagittarius. Tower for Sagittarius. Here's that Three of Swords again. Here it is. It's clarifying the Tower. So there's something here where there may, and this is significant for you potentially right now, where there's been a heartache or something that came apart. As you can see, something came apart right there. This can feel sad. This can feel stabbed in the heart. Okay. Let's go to this Knight of Wands. Your challenge card is potentially moving somewhere. Wow, it's clarified by the Knight of Wands. Can you believe it? So they're not kidding about this. This is a very fiery card, as you can see. Two completely different decks, same card in the challenge position. Moving might be a challenge for you for some reason. This is also about defending your territory. Look how both of these cards, both of these, the horse and I think this is a Wolverine. Look at his claws, look at his teeth. It's like they're on the defensive. And this is not always true of the Knight of Wands. So this is the card of things being up in the air and moving, and a very fiery kind of card. So it might be that you want to move, you want to relocate, and you feel like you can't, so you're guarding your territory, okay? Because something came apart, you want to move, okay? Let's go over to 8 of Wands, which is communication, something coming in fast. This is on your mind at this time. Movement, maybe being in flight, maybe taking a plane flight, maybe a trip. It's clarified by King of Swords. So there may be communication coming in from someone who's very wise, very intelligent. This could be you, because this is on your mind at this time. This could represent you or someone you know, or just the mood of being no nonsense and very intellectual at this time. It's going to be some kind of communication that brings clarity and wisdom, maybe from a mature man. And I think this is going to either is on your mind right now or is going to be, okay? Let's look at the moon. Let's clarify the moon, which can be illusions. In the light of the silvery moon, we got the Knight of Swords. Yeah, we've got some fast stuff on your mind that's happening really fast. We've got clarity on your mind, and underneath it, we've got illusion. And we've got Knight of Swords. We also have Knight of Swords coming up over here. We haven't gotten to this yet. Excuse me. This is in your immediate future. This is, again, the foundation of what's in your energy at this time. Don't let illusion make you move too fast, and I don't think it will, although moving fast is on your mind and communication, but there's clarity. So there's clarity and there's illusion, kind of which one do you believe? You know, there's that kind of thing, like which way do I go? Which way do I go? All right, hold on, Sag. Let's go to this Page of Pentacles, this octopus. That's the learning card. It's in your past position. It's what's in the past. King of Wands is moving into your past, or already has, or getting ready to move into the past. King of Wands can be a career person, can be a politician, can be a fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Can be a mover and a shaker kind of person, a ruler, somebody who makes things happen. It's like you've learned something from this person, but now it's moving into the past. Maybe you learned about money. Maybe you learned how to not reach out in so many different directions. You know, the King of Wands and Queen of Wands both are, and this could be Queen of Wands for you guys, is very organized, gets a lot done, very busy, you know, a lot of passion and that sort of thing. Moving into your past. So this has already happened. This could be somebody you learned from, for sure. So we've got a King of Wands and a King of Swords here. Masculine, in control sort of energy on your mind and moving into your past, two different people. Let's go over, this is the one I really want to clarify. Do you guys know what kind of fish that is? I know, but I can't think what it is. So let's clarify. Knight of Swords is a fast moving energy, things up in the air, which also came up over here, clarifying the moon. So Sagittarius, we've got Page of Wands. There's some kind of good news coming up in your immediate future. Page of Wands is a messenger who brings really good news, and it's about something that moves really quickly, but let's look and see what it is. And that particular fish may mean, you know, be a message to some of you specifically as well. Especially, there's a lot of locations here. This may indicate a location you've been to, or you've been fishing, or something like that. and Nine of Pentacles. This message of good news that's going to be coming in soon, you guys, is bringing you some sort of either a new lifestyle or more stability. Look at this Nine of Pentacles. This is a really happy card about liking where you live, you know, stability, big time, having some luxury. You're feeling like there's, you know, whatever luxury is to you, you know, it's different for everybody. But this Page of Wands, it's going to be bringing you news about this. And it's in your immediate future, and it's going to like surprise you. It's going to happen fast. It was also over here where you're going to be thinking about communication. This could be this communication you're thinking about. This could be communication from a lawyer. Sometimes Knight of Swords is a lawyer. And you're going, is this too good to be true? But it's coming in so fast. It's like you're trying to process it. This is fast. This is fast, 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 Sag. Something's going to make your head spin. But it's good. Look at this. Look at this. It brings you into Nine of Pentacles in your immediate future. I feel like some of you, if you've been feeling really scattered like this is moving into your past, and now you're coming into this. Past, future. I mean, that's really opposite night and day. I feel like you've been trying to swim with 8 arms to keep yourself above water, and now some kind of good news is bringing you Nine of Pentacles. Stability, happiness. Huh. Okay. All right. Let's go to Three of Pentacles. The wolf is always at the door, so hang on a minute. Okay, hold on. Judgment. Major life change here. Transition. A transition. And an angel. So this can also be, you know, an angelic messenger. Or angelic guidance or something coming through a person, you know. This can be a new job, or this can be a sum of money. This is in your more extended future. This could be somebody who's transitioning, or this could be, yeah. Actually, it really could be, and these wolves at the door are almost like vultures waiting for this person to pass for some of you. Sad to think of that, huh? This is why he's guarding his pentacles. Be careful who you collaborate with. These wolves are like, I mean, it's not always the message of this card, but I would be careful. And also, again, the New York message. This can be the card of karma as well. This can be your good karma coming in, but also these wolves kind of, not that I'm throwing, I love wolves, okay? Don't get me wrong here, but, you know, they do symbolize being kind of sneaky thieves sometimes, like predators, you know, that kind of thing. That's what they symbolize. This is your more extended future. So other people are seeing you as brokenhearted, perhaps. And again, over here, this, whatever this foundation was that shook, the Tower caused heartache. So the Three of Swords has come up twice in this reading, Sag, and you know, I don't sugarcoat things. I'm going to give it to you as I see it. Yeah, there could have been a breakup or a separation from someone or something that you love. And this is how other people are seeing you. So I feel like it's already happened. I'm not trying to scare you like this is going to happen tomorrow. That's not what I'm getting. I'm getting this already happened. Okay. And other people are seeing you as brokenhearted because there was something about a Two of Cups that got pulled apart. Two of Cups is a romantic love card. You know, it's usually a relationship card, soulmates and that sort of thing. Who's seeing you like that? Let's ask. Who's seeing Sagittarius like that? standing your ground, or somebody standing their ground. This is a territorial card. Something about territory. Territorial. Two of Cups. A heartache. Let's see. Hold on a second. And a Queen of Swords. Somebody's seeing you as guarding your territory and having to maybe end a relationship and being heartbroken over it, even though you had to protect your territory, even though you knew the truth. You stuck up for the truth and something pulled apart. Maybe you had to leave someone behind once you knew the truth, but it still left you brokenhearted. And it may have shaken your foundations. It may have started the roll of this whole thing, okay? Let's go over to Charlotte's Web here. It's not really, it's Ace of Wands, but let's look at this for a minute, Sag. In your hopes and fears, new beginnings, but you're a little afraid of the web. It's clarified by the Magician. Yeah, you're afraid it might be tricky. You're afraid you might get tricked. And we saw this with the wolves at the door. You might be afraid of something new because of vultures and predators, okay? Or being tricked, or being taken advantage of, or something. Hopes and fears. All right, let's look at, and I would take that seriously as a warning, okay? Let's look at this Siberian tiger. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know my tigers. That's what I'm hearing. So, Eight of Cups. I'm sure there are other tigers too. There's probably, I feel like African tigers too. I don't know. I really don't know my tigers. Eight of Cups. This is saying goodbye to something. Walking away from something. Six of Pentacles. Walking away from debt, for one thing. You know, this is like debtor's prison on this card. This is saying goodbye to that. This is like receiving some sort of gift and saying goodbye to debt, which I think we saw over here, feeling like you're drowning and, you know, like swimming with 8 arms, just trying to reach out to grab something and finally grab onto that money. Okay, Pentacles represent money. Let me get one more on that. Yeah, and this is giving you a new beginning. So you're saying goodbye to something because you're walking away from something, but you're walking towards something as well. So saying goodbye, something new. And there's something about debt. There may be some gift coming in that pays off debt or gets you out of a situation, or some sort of a gift, a helping hand. You can see her helping hand, helping him. Interesting card, huh? He's about to fall off the cliff. Proceed with caution on this, Sag. Let me get one more on that. It could be that you don't trust this gift and you walk away from it because you're afraid it's going to lead you in the wrong direction. And there's the Chariot. Well, this is proceeding down a path where you have to work to keep it on track so you're not running off the road. This is about keeping it on track, but success. So I don't think you're going to walk off the cliff. But you're saying goodbye to something. And I feel like you're saying goodbye to debt. This is what it looks like to me. Your final outcome. Let me get final words for you, Sagittarius. Let's get a whole different deck for a second. Final words for Sag. Interesting reading, huh? I mean, overall, it's really good. I see some, especially when I see this in your immediate future. You know, this is the best part of this reading right here. So let's see. Final words for Sagittarius. As usual, your readings go deep. Final words, Empress. Page of Cups. There's a Messenger again. can be mother and children, and the Page of Pentacles, which is here. So your final outcome is you've learned something new here. You know, when I look at these three, you've got messages coming in. If you've been looking for a sign or messages, there they are. And maybe having to do with your children, whether they're adult children or little children, doesn't matter. She's a mother. She can give birth to babies or empires. And this is you being in control of your life, Sag. These two really, really emphasize that. This is all about you building your empire, whatever that empire is to you. And you're bringing it to fruition. This is all about creativity and like your cup runneth over, I want to say. You know, living where you love to live and doing what you love to do. Both of these cards represent that. So if you've been through all of this, something really, really good is coming up in your immediate future here, Sag. I'm Sagittarius too. I'm very happy about this reading. Yeah. It didn't come without its trials and tribulations, though. You know, I started out with this, and then we went to this. So, yeah, there it is. Okay, Sag, I'm going to leave it there. Hope you enjoyed the bird's eye view today. Thanks for being